Welcome to the Castle of the Dark, where we are planning our next attack on Earth and its people. I am Leonidas Umbra, and I'm the general of the armies of darkness. I want to welcome you for today. Leon, I'm going to bed. Let's go. Hey, mermaid. I hope you have a good bedtime. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Unlike a certain general of the armies of darkness that just refuses to sleep. Just sleep is for the weak. But welcome. I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but it was nice seeing you. I will, with my boss lulling me to sleep. Oh, that's cute. I hope you have a good one, mermaid. Hi everybody. Hey Hazeltari, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Today, I feel like I'm not ready. I feel like I didn't prepare enough for this, but I think I prepared everything because I'm doing like 3 different things at the same time. So it feels like I'm not prepared, but I keep thinking of what I forgot, and I don't think so. I think it's ready. I think we're good. But today in the kitchen of the castle of the dark. Melon Pan. Melon Pan. Melon Pan is a type of confectionery or something. I think it's Japanese. Well, it's in a lot of Japanese anime, at least, and it is very popular. And it's one of the things that a lot of people are like, I want to try that. I want to try that. It looks really good. And I've actually had Melon Pan in Japan, and it is pretty good. It's pretty good. But did you know that Melon Pan does not contain any melon? So melon is, melon. It doesn't contain any melon at all. The name in Melon Pan supposedly, allegedly, comes from the shape of it. So the shape of it looks like a melon. Like it has like ridges, and then ridges this way and this way, so it has little squares the whole way, and it looks like one of the green melons. I think sometimes it's called like a Chinese melon or an Asian melon. It's the one typically depicted in anime. I'm guessing that's like the most common thing in Japan, but who knows? I haven't had any melon in Japan. I just had Melon Pan. Imagine that. So today we're making it. Today it's a bread, and breads take a while, and it's a great the recipe that I looked up and I'm looking at and basing this on. I'm actually following the recipe pretty much completely. Usually I don't follow recipes completely like to the letter. Usually I say no, that's a bad idea. We're doing something slightly different. And because that's like cooking. That's like using your cooking intuition, like saying, I have this experience from before, and I think it works better this way, or this step doesn't really matter, so we're gonna do it this other way, or we're taking shortcuts and stuff. But this recipe is really well written. You know what the best part about this recipe is? It's all in weight measurements. It's amazing. Sorry. That's like a pet peeve of mine. When cooking, everything's measured by volume, and volume is so variable that it's not very consistent. But this one is all weighed. So I have my trusty scale here. Weight measurements. Weight measurements. Sorry. And it's all in grams as well. It's also in grams. Oh, it's in metric system. Oh, yes. Oh, this satisfies my autism really well. Especially when baking, you have to have very precise measurements. So it's a lot harder to... You shouldn't improvise too much on the recipe when you're baking. Unless you know what you're doing. Actually, if you don't know what you're doing, you should just follow the recipe to the letter. And then eventually you'll get that intuition. But with baking especially, it is important to follow it. It's the little things that matter to be happy. You know what? You're right. Those lupus little things. having a recipe in grams and weights, it makes me happy. Anyway, we have a container to which we are going to put zero it out. I have the recipe right here. Actually, I just have measurements, and these are my recipes. Like this is almost like a medieval recipe. In medieval times, they would just like write down the ingredients and then like here's a recipe, but they don't tell you what amounts or what to do or anything. This is how I write down recipes. It's like this is the weights or numbers for each one of the ingredients, and then I'm like, okay, this is probably a bread type of method, and this is probably a cookie type of method. So I'm going to do them slightly different. Just so like half of it is memorization. So if I gave this to someone, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Anyway, 225 grams of bread flour. I am looking forward to this. 217, 24, 25. Nice. 26. Oh no. Actually, 1 gram here and there. It's okay. Doesn't matter too much. And then we need 25 grams of cake flour. So what I'm going to do is zero it out. And then, where's my cake flour? I zeroed out, so 25 grams of this. I don't know if I have enough. Oh, I actually put too much on it. Don't tell anyone I'm putting my hands in there and taking some back. Okay, perfect. I'm putting this away. 1 second. Oh, actually, there. And then I need 40 grams of sugar. So all of this gets mixed together, so it's fine. So it's fine if I just like do it here. So I zeroed it again, and then I started adding until I get 40 grams here. 43, whatever. 43, more sugar is fine. And then I need a yeast packet. Where did I put the yeast packet? Uh-oh. Did I put it back into the fridge? I don't know where I put it. Well, I have another one, so that's fine, I suppose. Where the fuck did I put the other yeast packet? I had it right here. Oh, whatever. Oh, fuck. I lost my headphones. I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything what's going on. Motherfucker. Hold on. Uno momento, por favor. I will continue once I... I want to be able to hear what is happening in the kitchen, because if I don't, like I've done this before without hearing what's going on, and some noises are really, really loud because the mic is tuned to hear like from away here when I'm far away, but then some noises are really loud. Okay. Yeast. We need yeast. I'm just gonna put the whole packet in there. It asks for a certain amount of yeast, but I'm just doing it. Whatever. I think it's more than it asks, but it's okay. Yeast. I need 1 egg. The recipe says beat the egg before you put it in. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm being a rebel. I'm a rebel. 1 second while I rinse my hands here. And then, okay, for the next step, I take this off. And then I get my trusty measuring cup, because I need 50 milliliters of water and 50 milliliters of milk. So what I'm going to do is... What kind of flavor does Melon Pan have? I think it's butter and sugar, because that's all there is in it. It's only butter, sugar, and what else? That's it. So it's a very buttery. Oh, an egg, butter, sugar. So there's actually a lot of different cultures that have something very similar to melon pan. And what I'm thinking happened is that in Europe they had something very similar to melon pan, and that got exported all over the world. There was a lot of Portuguese missionaries in Japan that like they were monks and they were trying to spread Christianity. So it's very probable that these Portuguese people spread it to Japan. So pan dulce, yes, it's exactly like pan dulce. In Mexico, it's conchas. It's called. And it's very similar to melon pan, and it tastes very similar. I think melon pan is just slightly different, but it's the same thing. Conchas tend to be just a little bit more eggy, and this tends to be a little bit more bready. Anyway, I measured 50 grams of water because in metric, 1 milliliter is 1 gram of water. Oh, hold on, wrong milk. I have 2 milks. One is expired and I haven't thrown it out. Anyway. And then I'm gonna put milk in it until it hits the 100 milliliter mark. Because milk has a different density. So it's a little more or a little less, I'm not sure. Okay, it was a little less. That's fine. We'll adjust. And I believe that's it. Yeah. And then I put it all into the mixture. And this is going to be our dough. We're not done with this yet. Thank God. So then, you just slowly incorporate it for now. It's going to be a sticky dough. Bread doughs are usually sticky. So, but that's what the recipe says. But no, it's not sticky at all. This is not sticky at all. It's like super dry, and it pisses me off. They lied to me, and I measured by weight too. But anyway, it starts to become like this cottage cheese consistency thing, and then at that point, we switch to hands. And we're gonna need the shit out of it. I'm gonna put on some gloves here. Because we're operating. We're operating here. Yeah. Come on. Oh, sorry. I beat the shit out of you guys. Alright. So we switch to hands here. Yeah. Normally, you would want to do this with just bare hands, but I don't want to. I don't want to touch the dough. I don't know why. Maybe when you develop more gluten, it's going to be sticky. Yeah, exactly. So, bread flour has a lot of protein in it, or higher amounts of protein, and then these protein fibers are what create the gluten in it. So, what you want to do is beat the shit out of it. You basically knead the shit out of it. And yeah. And right now it looks like really dry. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a lot of powder in there. And it looks like it's not gonna go together. It will come together eventually. Hi Leon, hey Josie, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. And then oh, we're getting there. What I usually do with breads is like I wipe the sides of the bowl to get everything. Okay, so the recipe says knead this for 5 minutes until you develop some gluten, and then add the butter. You're making melon bread, yummy. Yeah, I am very excited about this. But I'm not gonna do what the recipe says. I'm not gonna knead it for 5 minutes. This dough is really, really dry. So what I'm gonna do is spread it out put the butter in there. This is room temperature butter, by the way. It's been outside all day, so it's very, very soft. That is a very key part of this recipe. The butter must be room temperature, or else you're gonna have a hell of a time doing it. Yeah, need it. Hey Sugo, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Gonna need the shit out of this. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. It actually reminds me a little bit of croissants, because you do something similar. Oh no, it's coming out. So now this part could be a bit concerning to some people, because look what's gonna happen to the dough. Look at the mess we have. But don't worry, do not be alarmed. You just keep kneading it. You just keep kneading it. Keep kneading and kneading and kneading and kneading and knead it, and eventually it'll incorporate itself. Don't worry, it works out in the end. Even though it looks like a complete mess right now. Can you hear that? Like, it's like the sticky noises. Like, it's like when you in the video games, like when they do like kneading ASMR. Hey Hailey, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. That sounds what good pee sounds like. What's pee? What could pee be? Oh my god! Shut up. My first thought was penis, but it's like, how does a penis make that noise? And then I'm like, oh, I know what he's talking about. I know what this motherfucking degenerate is talking about. Hey, we're getting there. We're kneading, guys. See, most of the butter has been incorporated into it now. It's still very, very sticky, but we'll continue to knead this for about 5 minutes or so. Actually, you don't need to knead it for 5 minutes. One really good thing about bread recipes is that even if you don't knead it enough, the yeast will finish it off for you. Like, it will make the gluten develop. So what you mostly want to worry about, like, you won't get as good a result, but you will get bread, which is great. Like, it'll still be tasty bread. It might just not be uniform inside, like the bubbles and stuff. Like, there's a whole art to making bread, but I think it's for snobs, for bread snobs, and you can get by making pretty good bread, even if you don't follow all of the instructions, even if you mess up a little bit. Yeah, we're getting there. And I'm just gonna wipe the sides of the bowl with it. By the way, this is quite a bit of a workout. Actually, it's not really. But if you're out of shape at all, this is just gonna kill your arms. Thankfully, I'm not that out of shape anymore, so this is just fine. Yeah. So you can see it's starting to become sticky, or what do you call it? Elastic. Like, here's the test. Here's the test. You poke it, it returns to the shape. That's how you know that gluten's being developed. That's how you know that your bread is working. That's how you know everything is going according to plan. I'm gonna need it just a little more. Yeah. And then you want to make it into a little ball. You can see it's springing back. If you poke the hole, it starts to fill in. Now I'm thinking little thoughts. Thanks a lot. Humongous. What is that? Anyway, there you go. Now this has to rise. This has to rise for about an hour. Luckily, we have through the magic of television. Actually, no. Hold on. Not yet, not yet. We have to do the other part. While this rises, we do the covering of the melon pan. So melon pan has the bread part underneath, and then on top there's like this cookie like consistency. There's this cookie like thing. So we're making the cookie dough afterwards. So this goes in. This proofs for an hour, and while it's proofing, you do the cookie dough. But you have to put like a plastic film on it. So let me get that. If you don't put a plastic film on it, it will dry out really badly. So this is a necessary step. I've seen some people that are trying to use less plastic or something. I don't care. You could also, oh fuck. I have a thing of water here. I just bumped the shit out of it. Hold on. Okay. So you just want to like put it on top like that, right? But what I'm gonna do, since we're not gonna be using this dough today, I'm gonna put it in the freezer. You can freeze it at this point because I already have one that's prepared through the magic of television, of Twitch.tv. Army of Darkness takes over the world through plastic pollution. If you don't want to use plastic, you can use a damp towel. Oh, you're right, Sugoi. It's just that plastic works so much better. It really does. I've seen people do tests, and plastic is just there's nothing that beats it. Into the proof room that goes, or in this case, it goes into the fridge. Okay. Ah, that hurts. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is okay. We need to measure 100 grams of sugar. We need 100 grams of sugar. We're making the cookie dough. We're making the cookie dough. I'm gonna switch gloves. These are way too oily. Usually, like, I'm using gloves because it's a lot easier than washing my hands a million times. And my hands are already washed. My hands are washed, okay? Don't think I didn't wash them. It's just that I don't want to wash them in between. Anyway. 100 grams of sugar. 100 grams of sugar. I should probably keep an eye on the scale. Come on. 70, 90, 95, 97, 98, 99. Come on. 100. Sweet. And then, in another container, I'm gonna measure 200 grams of cake flour. Zero. Okay. It's interesting. So for the cookie, you don't use bread flour. You use cake flour, and cake flour has a lot less protein in it, so it's not going to develop that gluten. No matter, well, I think it will develop gluten if you beat the shit out of it, or if you knead it for a really long time. It might develop a little, but nowhere near enough, not the same as bread flour. Nowhere near enough. I don't have enough. I have like another thing of bread flour right here. So 200 grams of cake flour. Come on, let's do it. And 200 grams is quite a bit. It's almost 2 cups. Just a little more. And this does remind me a lot of pan dulce. And I wonder if that's how it's gonna be. Uh-oh. No, it's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, how much is 200 grams? Goddamn. Just a little more. A little more. There you go. 200 grams. I've never made this before, by the way. So let's see how it turns out. Like, I'm eyeing something, and I think it's gonna turn out all right, but who freaking knows, honestly. At this point, it's all in the air. Okay. We have 200 grams bread flour. No, cake flour. We're just measuring the ingredients at this point. At this point, we're not cooking yet. Shit. The camera is going everywhere. And then this is the only thing I'm measuring by volume. It's the baking powder. It's supposed to be 2 grams, but 2 grams, half a tablespoon is 2 grams ish. So there you go. After the defeat of yesterday, we need to win. What do you mean defeat? There was a defeat yesterday. What happened? I don't remember. And I have over here 60 grams of butter, also at room temperature. Now we can get rid of the scale. No, we don't. We keep the scale. Defeat. Shut up. I was actually okay. So for the Melania fight, Melania fight, I scheduled another one tomorrow, right? And I'm gonna do the same things. I'm gonna try to fight her just the same tomorrow. If I cannot beat her, I will respec into Dex and put 40 vigor. And I'll do a punishment stream. If I can't beat her tomorrow, I will kneel to the vigor and Dex and do a punishment stream if I can't beat her tomorrow. That's how confident I am that we're gonna beat her tomorrow. I'm gonna practice. Anyway, this one uses a technique where you cream the butter into the sugar. And basically, what that means is that you combine them, and then it turns into like a paste thingy. Yeah. So you put the butter into the sugar, and you just like what I found that works best for this is you kind of shovel the sugar into it, and then you press it a little, and then shovel more sugar in it, and then there you go. And then if you just start mixing, once most of the sugar has been incorporated, you can just start mixing, and it'll start creaming. You just mix just vigorously. You do the bowl. You move the bowl and the thing at the same time. You bowl in the spatula at the same time. There you go. It's starting to come together. I don't know if you can tell, but see. So with very little effort, we've already creamed the sugar and the butter together. And then what you're supposed to do is like press it against the sides of it to like do it. But you don't even need to do that. As long as your sugar is at room temperature, it'll cream very, very easily. There you go. And then you get this very nice paste of sugar butter. By the way, if you make this, taste this. Just sugar and butter. It's really good. I will start the creaming. Indeed, we're creaming the butter and the sugar together. You're right. I hope you have a good time creaming it, Hailey. It's a cooking term. I swear. That's what it's called. And then once we are not once we finish our nice and thick creaming, we add an egg to it, and we mix these together. This is a very common technique. You cream the butter, put an egg on it. Washing my hands. Well, rinsing my hands. I always get egg on my hands whenever I crack an egg. And then you can just like burst the thing, and then the recipe says to always beat it before, but I always think that's useless. You just do it. Okay. And then you get this gooey kind of mixture in the end. So this is what you want. So and then you get like a batter kind of thing. It's weird. And then what you want to do is add the cake flour a little bit at a time. About a third at a time is the best, because it will become kind of weird. It will become very, very runny. No, what do you call it? I don't know. Dry. It will become dry really fast. So, and also at this step, you want to do it very slowly, because this cake flour will fly everywhere. Okay, woo. There you go. You're just very gentle with it. You want to be very gentle with your creaming. Not that anything's going to happen to it, but I just don't want it to fly everywhere. Like you can see right now that there's cake flour there, and if I start moving it a lot, it will fly. Okay. That looks good. That looks good. So it's incorporated in there. So I put another third of the flour into it, and then again we're going to go slowly. I've been trying to not listen to Miku music recently, because that's all I've been listening to for like the past month. But it's impossible. I keep listening to Miku music. The one time I didn't listen to Miku music, I started singing the songs and my throat hurt at the end because I couldn't stop singing the stupid songs. Making bread is kind of relaxing. I really like working with the dough. Migu is too powerful. Migu is very powerful. Migu just kind of brainworms into your brain. Worms into your brain. We're getting there. It's like I've been listening to a lot of the more recent ones, which is interesting because I used to listen to Miku. Well, no, I didn't used to listen to Miku that much, but I knew a lot of the really old ones, like "The World Is Mine" and "The World Is Mine" and Black Rock Shooter and I don't remember. I don't know. I can tell you the modern songs though. Vampires one. There's a Salamander one. There's what's the other one? I don't know. Come here. And now the last step is to knead it. And you'll see there's a big difference between those. Where is it? What is it? Get in there. Yeah. Melon Pan. There you go. So I'm gonna like wipe off the spatula. Yeah. I want to get every little bit of it. And then you can use your hands again. And then we need this one too. This one's not going to make as much noise as the other one because this one is not sticky. It's more. It's not that it's dry. It's oily. It's not the sticky. The what do you call it? The sticky noise. The one that is kind of lewd noise comes from the gluten in it. And this one doesn't have any gluten in it, so there's no noise. It's just squishes. It squishes. It's kind of like mud, almost. Like, you know how mud doesn't stick together, or more like clay. If you ever handled clay, it's basically that consistency. Or Play-Doh, if you ever had Play-Doh. Yeah. So now, whatever. Get rid of the bowl. And then this one you want to knead for a little bit, but mostly you're kneading it to just combine everything. You're not kneading it to do the gluten production. Because it's just impossible. Well, it's not impossible, but it's just not going to happen. Not with your freaking hands, at least. I love playing with Play-Doh. This is a lot like playing with Play-Doh. There you go. And you can see that it's getting like a very consistent sheen to it. and it's kind of oily, kind of like my gloves are really oily. The dough is also really oily. Yeah, there you go. So there's the cookie dough that we're gonna put on top. Oh, and here, let me show you. The other one was springing whenever you poke a hole in this. Look at that. That one just stays. All the way, like it was wearing a thing. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to say it. Okay, and then so it doesn't dry out. We'll put it into a poking hole. Why is everyone so childish? Like every time, like even when Hailey's not here, everyone's like, haha, sex. Not that Hailey's, that's all he does, but I mean, right now. Anyway, we put this into plastic and we put it away. Well, we the other thing proofs. Sex is comedy gold, is it? I guess. Ha 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 penis. Ha 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 Baju. Ha 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 ha. Let me clean up a little bit because we're gonna be kneading dough right now, and I want it to be clean. Okay, getting a main scraper is one of the cooler things. Haha, funny pee pee pussy pussy. Come, motherfucker. Okay. Okay. So once your dough proofs, it'll look something like. It'll double in size and it'll look something like this. Boop. And you can see it's full of air. Isn't that cool? So you want to punch all the air out, and it's gonna smell like beer almost. And you can tell that it's a lot more dough-like. The other one had like a lot of little grooves into it, but this one is all smooth and nice, and everything got incorporated together, and is what do you call it? It's hydrated. What happens is that the flour absorbs the water, and it absorbs it more thoroughly. So now this is a very sticky dough. And with this dough, we're gonna make 4 melon pan. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna weigh. You wanna do this, like whenever you're making bread, you wanna weigh it. Oh man. I think our music ended. Okay, so the whole thing weighs 232. So we're looking for 116-ish. So the best way to cut off dough is like twist it. 114, 119. So we take some of this, put it over here. 116. Perfect. We're making fours. We're quartering it. So next one. About half. Oh, actually, how much does it weigh? 116. So 116. It's we're looking for 6. 116. I'm doing math. Hold on, math. 68. About 68, right? No. 58. Right? 58. All right. And the weights vary every time, so you have to weigh it yourself and see how much it's gonna cost, how much it's gonna weigh. Hey, look at that, perfect. We have 4 little balls that are very, very close in weight. And what I'm gonna do is put them away. I'm gonna put them in a tray, and then I'm gonna cover them in foil. What do I call this? Well, I'm just gonna put it over here. You can sort of see that they're there. Okay, there. That one's in frame. And I'm gonna cover them in plastic. I'm also gonna go over to the computer and poke YouTube. That's a nice skill. It's a nice skill. I love this skill, actually. I love this skill. It's really nice. YouTube, please. YouTube, please. We're still watching. Okay. Next, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing with the cookie dough thing. Magic. Here's some cookie dough. So we're gonna quarter it. Same thing. So it weighs 200. Perfect, perfect. So we're looking for 50. I mean 100. 100? 101. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. And then we're looking for 50. 46. 42. 52. 51. 50. Good. Good enough. Weighing stuff is very important when you're baking. Hey, perfect. Wait, this is 153. 52. 52. How much is this one? 51. How much is this one? Okay, whatever. They're fine. Okay, so we're done with the scale finally. It can go away. So now comes the melon pan making. So what you want to do is, this is the dough, this is the cookie dough. You notice they're very similar, but they're completely different. This one's springy and this one's squishy. Like, whoop, it squishes. So what you want to do with a springy one is you want to make a perfect little ball. And the best way to do this is to cup your hand. Oh my God. To cup your hand and put it on top like this, right? And then you rotate it without lifting your hand. And you do it like this. You do it really fast. Like putting pressure down. Like you're trying to like squeeze it. And then it becomes like this perfect little ball. And the underside gets tucked inside of it. It's a really cool technique that you can use for stuff, for dough. So now we have a little perfect little ball. And we take our cookie dough. I'm just gonna make it into a ball here, right? And then you clap it. So this is my technique. They say to use a roller pin, but you don't need to. This is how people make tortillas, by the way. Like old ladies in like in remote villages, this is how they make tortillas. You clap them together, and the act of clapping expresses the dough. And eventually you get a circle like that. What you want to do is put the smooth side on it, and then you cover it. And then you squeeze it a little bit. Tortilla style, exactly. Squeeze it a little bit, and you can see that it's covered by cookie, and the outside is like that. So what you do now is you take your bench scraper or a knife or something, and then you score it. You score like whoop, 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 and then whoop, whoop, whoop. Maybe a little more for this one. No. Now it looks like melon pan now, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like melon pan now? So what you do then is you take some sugar, dump it upside down, dump the excess, and now that's your complete bread. And then this has to sit and proof or rise for about an hour or two as well. So I'm gonna put this in a sheet, and then I'm gonna cover it with plastic, and then I'll do the rest of these. Dump it, yeah. Okay. Next one. Wait, is this one? Okay. You cup it. You go fast, and you have to do pressure under it too. And there you have it. You can see it. It's a little bit out. Hey Vic, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. You see, it kind of makes like a spiral, and that's what you want. You want the spiral energy. And then we make tortillas. And then we make tortillas with the cookie. We make tortillas with the cookie, and then you put it on it. And then you cover it, and then you squish it because you want it to adhere to it. And then you do the things. You do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That one came out a little crooked. That's okay. Then you dump it. You swirl it. You cover the absolute shit out of it in sugar because that's the good part. And then you put it away. 2 more. I love abusing this shit. I really like working with dough because it's like you can do all sorts of things with it. Like it's like it's like having an M partner. You just beat the shit. Anyway, we're making melon pan. I need to shut up. Okay, there's a little. Okay, I'm gonna redo that one. The good thing about this is that you can just redo it. That like this dough is so squishy. You still need to do aftercare or something with a partner. I don't know what aftercare means. What is aftercare? Is aftercare like a sex term? I don't understand. You get rough with that dough. Yeah. Like someone I mentioned aftercare before, and I'm like, what the hell is that? I don't understand. Like, dry their tears because you beat the shit. I've never been in that kind of relationship, okay? You want to see how they do it in Mexico? So, to make conchas, which is a Mexican bread, it's very similar. But instead of being very nice with it, they just do this. Maybe not that hard, but they just like really let it rip. Like I've seen bakers do it, and then it gets the same effect. Okay, there you go. And then the last one. Oh, actually, let me put the oven on. Okay. Ideally, you wanted to have the oven on at 350 for a while now. So, the last one. Come on. This is also a really great way to clean your counter. It just absorbs everything into the bread. So you better have a clean counter. Or, just have sugar on it or something that, you don't mind getting into your bread. Right now, it's just covered in sugar, honestly. Okay. The rougher, the better the taste? Maybe. I don't know. I've never made these, so I have no idea. What if you treat them very gently and it's a lot better? Who knows? Actually, I'm going to be very gentle with this one. Look. I'm going to very carefully score it. First in the middle. Then about halfway through the side. So now we have a very nice and lovely melon pan. We're going to very gently put it there. And then swirl it around, round. And then we dust the excess, and then there you have it. Let me show you. So these are our finished melon pan. They're gonna stay here for about an hour while they rise. So now, through the magic of Twitch.tv, I have some that have been proofing for an hour already. So I want to show you guys what they look like once they're done proofing. Some of them are a little weird, like that one. This one is a little bit, looks like the dung eater. But that one's perfect. That one looks really good too. That one looks like it puffed up just a little too much. But these have been proven for an hour. So now they're nice and fluffy. They're bready. So we put them into a 350 degree oven for 15 minutes, 15 to 18 minutes. We'll check them at 15 just to see. Okay. Into the oven they go. And then I'm going to put it at 15 minutes. And I'm going to double check that it's actually 15 minutes. So let me just double check. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. Where are you not? 350 at 13 to 15 minutes. It's 13 to 15 minutes. So we'll check him up at 13. There you go. And we'll chat a bit. How about we chat a bit and we talk about everything that life has thrown at us. We contemplate out what to do next in our lives. We chat. I want the timer in view so that you can see how long it's been. What is Melania? Melania is a boss that we were fighting yesterday that we're trying really, really hard to beat. And tomorrow we'll fight her some more. I will love it if we could beat her tomorrow. But if we can't beat her tomorrow with my strategy, with my capricious style, we'll beat her next time because I'm gonna respec and get more HP and get the meta weapons and stuff. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to beat her my way. Okay, I want to beat her my way. It might be a little selfish. It might be a little. I don't know if it's entertaining. I wonder if it's entertaining to see me rage over and over and die over and over and over. I know it's entertaining for me. Like whenever I do this, whenever I see someone do that, I just like seeing it. And then eventually it's like, yeah, they beat it. I was watching a certain elf. What is she? I don't know. Is she like a cyber elf? I don't know what she is. Today. And she was battling the same boss for 10 hours straight or 8 hours straight. I'm like, holy shit, this woman has more endurance than I do. And I was battling Melania yesterday. Maybe not 260 plus times, please. I don't think it'll be that much. If I can beat it tomorrow, if I can't beat it tomorrow, I will take a punishment to make up for my transgressions, to make up for my selfishness and my, I don't know what to call it. And I'm not sure what to do for the punishment stream. I was thinking of having Twitter decide maybe. I was between like doing a curse cooking stream or doing something I don't want to do, like play a video game that I don't like, that people like Undertale or something like that, or like I don't want to do more beefy things kind of thing. So if Twitter decided that, I'd suck it up and do it. Maybe like ASMR or something like that. I know. Or I could do, what else could I do? I could do hot sauce kind of thing, something with hot sauce, or something with dog treats, like any of those are really good punishments. Or I could also do something else. I could do like a 24-hour endurance stream just to punish myself or something like that, something interesting. I don't know. But that is only if I do not succeed tomorrow. However, I, the great Leonidas Umbra, the general of the armies of darkness, will not fail tomorrow. Tomorrow we shall succeed, because the past 2 days has been nothing but training for us. Nothing but training for us. It has been but a prelude of what we are capable of doing with our great and dark power. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. Have you guys eaten? These early streams are always like, I'm gonna eat whatever I make, and every time it's like, oh, I'm just so hungry. I want the food to be done already. I want the food to be done, but it's not done. And this time it's just bread, so I'm gonna have to eat something else. Actually, I was planning on doing exercise after the stream, but if I eat the bread, I might not be able to. We'll see. I'm also planning on what to do next for the stream. Once we finish Elden Ring, we'll be very, very free to do a bunch of stuff. So I'm thinking of Black Souls speedruns, like maybe like once a week or something. It'd be fun. I'm cooking right now some pork belly. Oh, that sounds really good. That sounds really, really good. I want meat, but all I'm getting is bread. I mean, the bread is probably going to be good, but I really want something else. Oh, I'm hungry, so hungry. What did I have for lunch? Oh, I had McDonald's. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but being able to order McDonald's breakfast 20 minutes before they close is amazing. And then they bring it to your house. It costs a whole bunch more, but it's just the marvels of technology. It's great. I had a sausage egg McMuffin and some other thing and a hash brown. The hash browns are my favorite from McDonald's. I've been thinking about upgrading, like the camera and the setup for this. Maybe I should look into that. I don't know if I can make the audio any better. Like, I would really love it if I could get some better audio here, but it's really hard to have like a mic close to your face. Like, I can get close to it and it sounds a whole lot better, but I can't just be close to the mic all the time. I have to be pretty far. And any other type of mic will just be crappier quality. So it's a little hard to figure out the mic for this sort of thing. I wonder what they do for like big what do you call it? Like on TV and stuff. Like on TV they film a room. And they can't have mics on their face because they're acting. So they have like a big telescoping thing. I don't know how that one works. I wonder if I can get one of those. I wonder how that would work. I wonder if it's expensive actually. The TV stuff is really expensive. Like, I really like cameras, or I take photographs. I have a nice little camera. I bought it a long time ago. It's really old. But I like using it and taking photos with it and doing stuff like that, right? And so I know a little bit about lenses and about camera stuff. And I was looking up how the TV one works. And the TV one is this enormous lens that does a lot of things. It's like usually you want different lenses for different like really close or really wide angle or to zoom in or stuff like that. Well, the TV camera does almost everything. It's impressive, but because because it does almost everything and so big and so complex, it costs like $20,000 for one lens. No, not 20,000, like 200,000. It's some ridiculous amount. It's some ridiculous amount that I was like, I'm never gonna buy that. It's just not worth it. Only the TV people can buy it because it's just ridiculous. Bum, 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 bum. I think I put too much yeast in the thing. I think I put too much yeast in the bread because they exploded a little more than I expected. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's kind of crazy. I always wanted to, like, I don't know if I always wanted to work in TV, but it always seemed like a cool thing to do. I think, and now I'm doing this. Now I'm streaming, which is the same thing, isn't it? I think it's better than TV. Although I think streaming is not that great a content because it's a lot of improvisation, and then you just kind of go with it. And no matter what type of stream you watch, it's never going to be as good as like YouTube videos. Like a YouTube video is planned and cut and timed. It's Twitch.television. I know, huh? The TV in it is the TV in it. And I think it's around the same thing as TV programs, because TV programs, at least the average one, tends to be kind of like, Well, in TV, we could see your face. Well, you can see my face now. Can you not? See right here. See, I'm moving it. Ah! I mean, you can't see much of my face. You can mostly see my eyes and mouth. And that's because they glow. It's really weird. TV is dying medium. It is actually. You know, the last time I watched TV was years ago. I have not watched TV in a long time. I'm not counting Netflix as TV. Not even my boomer dad still has cable or satellite. That's hilarious. What do people even watch TV? I don't know anyone that watches TV. No. My parents watch like one show. My parents watch one show. It's kind of like Survivor or something. I don't know, but that's all they watch, because the rest is, I'm gonna look at YouTube Shorts. So they're just like scrolling through YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is the boomer version of TikTok. God, I never know. Like, they browse through the shorts and they have the most ridiculous videos. It's like they tell you a whole story in like a short. It's so dramatic about this dog who's being saved or something. It's so weird, man. Some of the YouTube content is just so weird, and it's just made to get clicks. It's just made to get clicks. My grandparents, 80 plus years old, only see YouTube and Netflix now. That is hilarious. What does TV even know? What do stations do? They're screwed. There's nothing they can do. Just stream your thing. I don't know that you to sing. I used to be able to sing the song. This song is really, really hard. I'm already thinking about what I want to sing next. I really, really, really like making covers. and I really, really like having a team that helps me, and they make that look really, really cool. TV be like, pay $60 a month plus for your content. That's 75% commercials, and wonder why it's dying. You're right. I never noticed that you have to pay and you still have commercials. $60 a month. Oh, when a Twitch subscription is $5, and that's a lot. I think that's a lot. How can TV even compare? I'm gonna check on the bread. And he's like a minute. And he's like a minute. Like, it looks pretty good as it is, but it could be a little browner. So I'm gonna let it be there for a little bit, for just a bit. It looks good though. I think we succeeded at making melon pan. So good enough to thank God. This. A quick sip. Oh, you know, yesterday I couldn't sleep. I went to sleep like at 4 a.m. But today I'm very well rested. Even though I only slept like 4 hours. I just took the morning off from work and went to sleep. I can't do that. I can't do that often, but yes, but today was all. Uh-oh. In retrospect, drinking 2 Red Bulls was not a good idea. Okay, Melon Pan done. I'm getting it. I'm getting it out. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. I'm hyped. I want to see how this looks. I want to see it. I want to see my Melon Pan. Melody. Behold, Melon Pan. Doesn't it look like Melon Pan? It's amazing. It's amazing. This one, can you see that one? Is it in a frame? Yeah. This one's a little weird though. This one's a little weird. The cookie just kind of fell off of it. But this one and this one are really nice. They have the sugar on it. This one's a little explodey. I think what I want to do is eat this piece. Oh, a little hot. It's really hot. Oh, uh-oh. That's really good though. I'm gonna put him in a cooling rack. They're cute. You think they're cute? So I'm gonna transfer them here so they cool out faster and get rid of the tray. And I'm gonna be baking more Melon Pan tonight because I have the dough made. Might as well bake them, right? Anyway, I'm just gonna wait for it to cool a little bit and I'm gonna try one. Probably this one. Like, I'm already eating part of the cookie that fell off. I tasted that cookie. It's really good. But what I'm really curious about is the bread. I want to see how the bread came out. Oh, you can see it's a little springy. It has a little spring to it. I have no idea how long to wait for bread to cool down. I always want to eat bread like right out of the oven. They say not to do that because it'll what do you call it? It will dry it out because it's so hot inside of it that this like still steam inside of it. So it'll just like the steam will go away and it'll dry it out. And that's probably what happens. But who knows? Sexo. I always think it says sexo right there. Pretty sure it doesn't say sexo. Sex. What about sex? Oh my god. Can you see that? It's bread. Oh. Hey, Dry Freight. Who's up in bag? Hey, yo, boss. Hey, yo, Dry Freight. Okay, I'm just in time. I'm about to open up this bread. Check this out. Oh my god. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of it. But much Melon Pan. It looks like Melon Pan, isn't it? Doesn't it look like Melon Pan? It looks really cool. Okay. It tastes like kind of like white bread. Maybe a little bit milder than that. But the outside has the covering of cookie. So you get a little bit of both. And it's really good. I think I would have put more sugar in it. So this is very... So the only thing I have to compare is Mexican sweetbread. And it's a little different. It's similar but different. This one tastes more like bread. They're just plain bread inside. and then the outside is tastes similar, a little less sweet. I think overall is less sweet than sweet bread, actually, and it's closer to normal bread, but with a sweet exterior. It's good. I recommend making it. It's really easy. It's a really easy bread to make. It's really hard to mess up. Well, not really. I say that, but for a beginner cook, a lot of things are easy to mess up. You kind of have to just try it. But this one's really cool. I recommend it a lot. I just keep eating it. That's so good. Bread right out of the oven is really, really good. Oh, you can see the bottom. It's nice and brown. Oh, look at that crumb. It looks like a bread. I can't believe I made bread. Isn't that amazing? I hope you guys give this one a try. This one is really cool. And it's really cute. Like, I think I want to make it bigger. I think I want to make this bread a little bigger, honestly. Like, maybe make three bigger ones. No, this is a good size. The recipe wanted me to make 5 with this amount of dough. And that would be like very small. But I think this is a good size for like one bread. Melon pan or conchas? Which one's better? Conchas are better. But I'm used to them. Like, conchas are sweeter. Mexican sweetbread is sweeter. Oh, but Mexican sweetbread, like conchas is not my favorite Mexican sweetbread. So there's like a million different Mexican sweetbreads. But there's one that's very similar to melon pan, but it's like long, or conchas. It's like long, and then the cookie kind of wraps around into it just a little bit. And that one has like cookie inside of it, and it's really good. And also is like really long. And okay, I like to dunk my bread into milk and then eat it. My mom throws a fit because I always do that, and it always makes a mess. But I love doing it. I'm not stopping. I've done it since I was a kid. I keep doing it as an adult. Fuck the police. Milk bread. It's delicious. I swear, it's delicious. You ever heard of tres leches cake? Tres leches cake is delicious. And it's drenched in milk. I like soup bread. Is that a real thing, or are you making it up? Oh, have you had a bread pudding? Have you any of you guys have bread pudding? Bread pudding is really good. And it's basically bread that is soaked in milk and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's really bad for you. But it's really, really good. Bread plus soup. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I do that too. I love bread pudding. Bread pudding is so good. I should make bread pudding. Oh my god. I'm going to write that down. I want to make bread pudding on the stream. You need stale bread for it. And then I don't know how to make it. Never had bread pudding. It's really good. It's really good. It's dessert. It's dessert. Stale nani? Yeah. So there's a lot of recipes that use oiled bread that has gone hard, because it's just very common to have hard bread. Technically, if you ever had French toast, it's supposed to be made with stale bread. And stale bread makes better French toast because it doesn't have any moisture inside of it, so it's able to absorb more of the custard into it. So if you want to make really good French toast, leave your bread out overnight. It'll dry up, and then use that bread. I'm almost done with my bread, by the way. But what I do like to do with with soups is take a loaf of bread, like there's some individual little loaf of breads in Mexico, and then turn it in half, and then like dip it into it, and then use it almost like a spoon, and then take a bite out of the bread because it absorbs all of the nice little soup flavor. Good stuff. Much like this melon pan. You guys should try this. It's really good. Dip and eat, indeed. Yeah. It's really great. My mom also throws a fit because of that. I do a lot of things that are not etiquetely good, but I do them anyway. I said this before, but when someone tells me not to do something or do something a specific way, I tend to rebel, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Oh my God, Elliot! Thank you for the raid, Elliot! Hey, Timbora, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Let me give you a shout out. Shout out to Elliot Burst. Hip Pudency Valentine, thank you for stopping by. Welcome. What are you playing? Symphony of the Night. Symphony of the Night is an excellent Castlevania. It's wait, which one's that one? That's the original, right? This is the original Metroidvania. But welcome, Raiders. I am Leonidas, Umbra, General of the Armies of Darkness. We usually play video games in this channel. However, today we just made Melon Pan. I just got the bad end to it. Let's go! Wait, you can get a bad ending to it? I didn't know you could get a bad ending. It's one where you play as backward Dracula. Oh yeah, Alucard. Yeah. Yeah, that is my favorite. Like, oh man. Maybe it's a little bit chunny to admit it, but I always wanted to be like Alucard. He's really cool. Alucard is really cool. I wanted to be more like him. Lurk. Hey, Action Production. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, that looks good. I thought it was a picture. No. He's handsome? I guess so. I guess it is. I guess he is kind of handsome, isn't he? But I just think he's cool. I did not know that's how you get the bad end. Wait. How do you get the bad end? What do you do to get the bad end in Symphony of the Night? Like, I didn't know that was even possible. I'm checking the underside of them to see how they look. They look cooked. Melon Pan tastes very bready. At least this recipe tastes a lot like white bread, and then it has like a very sweet exterior cookie cover to it. It's good. I recommend you guys do it. You fight Richter before getting certain items that are optional. Oh, I didn't know that. I know you can fight Richter, but I didn't know you could get bad. Like, you just straight up kill Richter, don't you? Because Richter's part of the story. Richter helps you or something. I don't remember how it works. Okay, so after Symphony of the Night, there's the Soma Cruz one. The Soma Cruz one is my favorite, I believe, because it's connected and there's still Richter and Alucard in it, but you play as the reincarnation of Dracula or something like that. It's really cool. I like that one a lot. I think it's on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, it's been a while. That one's really cool too. We just finished the Melon Pan, so I hope you guys see it, or I hope you guys. I appreciate it. Like, we just cooked everything, so there's not much left to cook. However, what I can do, Aria of Sorrow, yeah. Oh, hey, Sir Done. Thank you for stopping by. How does it taste? Here, let me slowly open it up for you. The money shot. I'll take a bite and describe it. Now, is the Melon Pan tasty? Well, it's springy. The texture is good. I'll take a bite and describe everything I'm saying. Tasting. So, it's very fluffy. And very, very much like the crunch. You can hear. I'm really surprised you guys can hear the crunch. So the outside is the crunchy part. The outside is like a sugar cookie layer. So basically, you get a bread with sugar cookie parts encrusted into it, and then it's a very It's kind of like a white bread, or like the type of bread you would get like before dinner, like dinner rolls. It's slightly sweet, but other than that, it's a very nice texture. Alejandro, thank you for stopping. Thank you for becoming what do you call it? Thank you for joining the army of darkness. I hope you enjoy your stay. Thought you said to get the bad end, you have to dash backwards B. That's funny. You can't hear the crunch. Hold on. And it tastes very sweet. Oh, that's a good crunch. It's really good. And it's really simple to make. If you ever made any sort of bread, it's very simple to make. And the only ingredients in this is sugar, bread flour, cake flour, eggs, and butter. Like, that's all there is in it. So it's a very, very rich little dessert bread. It's really good. This is crunchy, and this is soft and pillowy. So the contrast in flavors and textures is really good. Nice crunch. Hey, Bob, thank you, everybody. Welcome. I'm already eating one, and I'm eating another one. I'm really hungry because I didn't eat because I was cooking this. It's like making me hungry. I'm so hungry, and I don't think I can just eat bread. What happened is whenever I make bread, I have to make bread twice for stream because it has to rise, right? It has to rise, and to rise it takes 2 hours. It takes 2 hours total for it to rise. So I make the bread, let it rise before the stream for an hour, and then 2 hours before. So I make it, let it rise because it has to rise twice. You let it rise once, and then you make it, and then you proof it. And proofing it takes an hour. Rising takes an hour. So I basically have like an assembly line going on. So I made this bread like 2 hours before, 3 hours before stream. So I haven't been eating anything, and I'm like really hungry. That's a really good crunch, but it makes me want to bake them. It's good. You should try them. Like a true baking channel. I know. Like the magic of television. Like, these are the ones we made. These are the ones we just made. You can see that this one is much smaller than this one. This one is going to become that size after a few hours. So I'm going to have a shit ton of bread. Do the dark sides have cookies? No, we have melon pan. I mean, we can make cookies, but today we have melon pan. Technically, this is a cookie. Technically, the exterior is a cookie. So, there's that, right? That counts, right? I'm just eating it. I just continue eating it. I mean, if there's something delicious in front of you, don't you just want to eat it? Isn't that how it works? Anyway, I think that's enough for today. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Let me find someone to raid, and we'll raid them. I'm gonna step over there, step over here. Dang it! I was gonna follow if you told. Oh, Action Production. Thank you for joining the quartet of Rancor. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Yeah, like you guys arrived at the very end. Cooking streams are usually short. They're usually an hour or two because that's how long it takes to make food. I could make something that lasts like 8 hours. Like, a lot of my favorite foods are slow cooked foods that you just cook for 8 hours. So, but that's just like the pot boiling for 8 hours, and then we just talk for 8 hours. I wonder if I'm capable of just talking for 8 hours, Satsudan. Slow cooked brisket stream. Yeah, actually, they've been. I've been asked to do that before, and I'm like, I don't know. Fighting millennia is taking 8+ hours. Oh yeah, right there. 300+ attempts. Next time. Okay, next time. Next stream. If I cannot beat Millennia Blade of Mekhala, I will respec, and I will do a punishment stream. I will do a punishment stream of your choice. I will do something degrading. I'll do something I don't want to do. I'll do something that's hurtful, suffering, something. I will do something, but that's only if I do not beat Millennia Blade of Mekhala. But I will beat Millennia Blade of Mekhala next stream, and I will not kneel to the Vicar and Nick's bottoms. Bet indeed. Bet indeed. I'll keep eating, goddammit. Okay. I'm gonna get Leo to eat spicy wings. Well, hold on. The other day, I was in a talk show with Arthur Arbett, where you eat really spicy wings. This is the hot sauce that I use then. It's the one they use in Hot Ones. It's spicy, but it's not that spicy, honestly. I expected to die, but it's just like, yeah, it's very spicy, and I get hiccups, and then I start drooling and crying. But I'm not dying. Like, I will get something even spicier than that. You need to watch the full VOD of Tendy Talk for that. Yeah, like at the end of Tendy Talk, it didn't even do anything to me. Arthur was dying, and I'm like, oh, this is okay. This is not bad. Add it to them. Okay, you go over there. Sweet spicy baby. I love my favorite thing to do is to slowly do something and watch chat react. And everyone's like, no, no, don't do it. Well, I just do it in silence. I hate this so much, so fucking much. I fucking hate this. Eat it. 1, 2, 3, go. No, hold on. It's still here. Yeah. Anyway, here goes. 1, 2, 3. What happened? Oh God. Oh. Ow. Oh God. Let's find someone to rate. Let's find something to rate. Shall we? Find some to rate. One second. I need a second. Mistakes. Excuse me. Thank you for this. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you guys had a good time. Stretch. I'm stretching. I hope you guys had a good time.
I'm sorry if you guys didn't see me finish the melon pan, but it tastes really good. I very much recommend you guys try it. Thank you for joining me today. It's still day, I think, for this. I hope tomorrow, more millennia, later, Mikola. I hope you guys have a good time. I hope to see you then. Tomorrow, I will destroy that lady. We will destroy that boss. Oh, there you go. Bye, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. See you guys. Take care. Get some milk down. It's already died down. We're good. Thank you so much, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you for the stream, Riswell. Thank you so much for stopping by, Timbodo. Thank you for seeing. Thank you for coming by, Chelsea. Thank you, Action Production. Thank you, Chris Chatters. Thank you, Hazard Talent. Here's the Drag Ray. Thank you, Certified Dummy. Thank you, Ba. Thank you, everybody. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope to guys see you next time. And until then, goodbye.